Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about Gone to See the Riverman by Christopher Triana. I read this book for the Buzzword Readathon hosted by Books and Lala on YouTube. For September, the theme was senses, and so the word see in the title is how I chose this book. In this book, you are following Lori. She has been writing and meeting with a serial killer in prison. She goes to visit him one day and he asks her to go to his cabin in the woods. His shack is basically a shack in the woods and get a key. While she is there, he wants her to continue on down the river to see the Riverman. So Lori agrees to do this and takes her sister Abby with her. Although Abby is the older sister, she is mentally disabled, and so Lori is kind of the caretaker and the leader in this situation. Throughout the book, you find out more about Lori's past, and you find out about the myth that is the Riverman and maybe why she doesn't actually want to go see him. I really liked this book. This is the first Christopher Triana book that I had ever read. It is a horror book. Parts of it, there's definitely some parts, like it's extreme horror in some parts, in that there's some graphic scenes and some subjects that are taboo to talk about. But it's not like over, it's not extreme horror in that it's just pages and pages and pages of like disgusting scenes. Very graphic. There's not a lot of body horror or anything like that. But again, I enjoyed this. I know there's a sequel. I have not read the sequel. I don't know if I'm going to. I haven't heard as many good things about the sequel, but I liked this one. I liked the backstory, and it was very atmospheric, very creepy, walking alone in the woods. I mean, it's not alone because Lori has Abby, but I don't know. I thought this one was really interesting, and I've had it for about a year on my Kindle, so I'm glad that I had a reason to read it, and I'm glad that I finally checked it out. So now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. In this book, you are following three estranged siblings. Their mother has just passed away, and so they've all come back to her house to kind of go through her things, get her affairs in order, everything like that. They are going through a box of home movies, and when they put one in the VCR, they watch it, and at the end of the movie, there are scenes with their parents and the body of a girl who had gone missing that summer. So it looks like her parents possibly had something to do with why the girl was missing. And the siblings are like, what do we do with this information? Did they really have anything to do with the death of this little girl? Is she dead? Is she just missing? Well, they can't ask their mother because their mother just passed away, and 7 years ago their father ran out of their lives and they have not heard from him in 7 years. So they also can't ask their father. So they are dealing with grief and, dealing with the death of their mother and dealing with this new information and trying to decide what to do about that information. This book sounds way more interesting than it actually was. This was very mediocre for me. I felt like the writing was somewhat simplistic. I didn't really care for the characters. Sometimes I thought they made not great decisions. I also didn't feel like they were very like one-dimensional characters. They definitely had like this is the older sister and this is the baby brother. And so they were very stereotypical of the roles that they played in the family. And even the other characters were kind of like that for me too. I read this book because I have a book club with my friends. It's called the Candy Salad Book Club. And this is the book that we had chosen to read for like August, September. And so that's why I read it. Also, it's a book that I own. So any book that I can get off of my physical TBR, I'm always going to enjoy that. But overall, just a mediocre book. I think that this concept has been done better. And I don't know. It was very mediocre for me. I was trying to talk to my friend. I was talking to one of my friends who read it, and I said, I don't know what to rate this book. And I was like, I don't know, maybe. She's like, no, it was definitely at least a 3. Because, again, just overall, very mediocre. I don't really recommend this book unless you like simplistic horror thrillers that have weird endings. But anyway, now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.